was a comment that was made on Facebook the other day about being a submissive woman. They were saying that a submissive woman controls her man, and I agree with that. I think until we begin to talk in honesty and transparency and stop pandering to both sides, especially to the sisters, because there is so much entitlement, and because men have been quiet for so long, and it's been the men that has been quiet were the type of men that y'all really need to be listening to. The men that doing the most talking ain't the ones, they don't have nothing to say anyway.
What's good? It's your boy Quay Price, man, holding it down for Kandid Konvos. Definitely check us out every Wednesday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. People today, they lazy. Ain't nobody trying to put in no work. If stuff start getting a little rough in the relationship or in the marriage, ain't nobody trying to fix nothing. Like, I mean, that's how people's mindsets are today. Yeah, but that's how I know that folks don't truly understand what marriage was about, because they tap out way too easy. Yeah, you see people fight harder for a job, like they can't go get another one of them in 2 weeks. Yeah, she's talking about these guys coming to these foreign countries and sourcing out these foreign women because they possess these character traits. Yep, they're more cooperative when it comes to a man, or they're more cooperative when it comes to a marriage and a relationship. They're more, nurturing forward when it comes to a relationship. They're more I don't even want to use the word soft, but I'll use the word soft. They're softer when it comes to, these relationships and interactions with men and so forth. And like I said, we definitely got to be honest. We see a difference, right? We see a difference. And I think, Chloe and Tay made some good points earlier. A lot of this stuff is based around money over here in the West. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Kandid Konvos. I'm your host, Quay Price. We got Coco in the building. Say what's up to the people, Coco.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show.
Man, welcome back. Man, shout out to y'all for joining us tonight, man. If you haven't already, smash that like button. Likes are free. Smash that like button. Man, also hit that subscribe, man. So we're trying to go to platform, man. So salute to everybody who's been subscribing. We've had a plethora of new folks join the movement. So, man, shout out to y'all for supporting Kandid Konvos and what we're trying to do. Also, man, turn on them notifications, man, so y'all know when we drop content, when we go live, so y'all don't miss a beat, man. So definitely, man, turn on them notification, man, and let's drop them comments, man. Let's light up that comment section for us. Do what you do. All of that helps support the platform, man, and what we're trying to do. So, man, we appreciate y'all, man. All right, let me do this real quick as we get into this conversation. So here's a link to join us on the panel. You can drop this in your Google Chrome, your Microsoft Edge. If you're coming through an Apple device, come on through your device. Join us on the panel, man. Don't be scared, man. In addition to the video feed here, we also had this link in the chat feeds as well. So you can catch it at the Kandid Konvos page on YouTube or Facebook, where we are live right now. So I'll lead us up here a little bit as we get into the conversation. I said, once again, if you're watching us right now, man, hit that like button, man. Likes are free. Don't be stingy with them likes, man. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. All right, let me see what we got checking in early tonight. Shout out to my guy, Big Bad Bull in the building. What's going on with you, brother? Appreciate you holding us down. Representing YouTube tonight. See, shout out to my guy, Donovan as well. He said, happy Wednesday, fam. Happy Wednesday to you, brother. Appreciate you hopping on with us as well tonight, holding us down. Also, Kenyatta in the building. She said, happy Wednesday. What's going on, Kenyatta? Appreciate you hopping on with us as well tonight. Always holding us down. Always holding us down. Okay. Well, I don't know. We might be tag teaming tonight, Coco. I don't know where everybody at. We might be tag teaming tonight, but yeah, we got a couple down here, man. Y'all was sending over some wild stuff. Y'all sending some wild stuff. Let me drop this topic, man. Let me know if y'all need this link. I'll throw it back up. But like I said, the link is in the chat feeds. So let me drop this topic. So yeah, topic for tonight. Black people aren't serious about dating. No, a lot of them don't be, man. Topic for tonight. Black people are not serious about dating. Is that JR down there? JR, is that you, man?
Yeah, that's me. It's me. How's everybody doing?
Good. We doing good, man. How you been, man?
I've been all good, man. I missed the show last week, man. I think I fell asleep an hour too early. I miscalculated the times.
It's all good, man. Appreciate y'all back on, man. All right, yeah, we're about to get on into this now. Oh, for sure. Appreciate it. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go and get on in this. I don't think I missed anybody. I don't know what Donovan said. Nope. Oh, well, yeah, you talking about serious about dating? Yeah, no, you know what it is, man. But yeah, I got a mixture of videos, man. I don't even know how to attack these, man. We just gonna have to run them off, and we'll touch them as we go, man. So like I said, once again, man, we are talking black people are not serious about dating. Okay, we're gonna kick them off, man, and we hit it how we hit it.
I met a guy like 3 weeks ago, and he just randomly texted me earlier today, and he was asking me what was I doing. He invited me out to this club. First red flag, when I pulled up, I called him because I'm like, hey, where did you park? Like, where should I park? Etc. etc. So he was like, I parked on the street, see if you can find street parking, before you go ahead and pay for parking. First red flag, because if you invite me out, why I gotta pay for my parking?
She said it's a red flag because she had to pay for her parking. Is that what she said?
Yeah. He invited her out.
Oh, okay.
So I ended up finding street parking. Cool. Why you ain't come get me from my car? Second red flag. Now I'm walking to the entrance, right? Mind y'all, I just said that I called him, so he knew that I was here and that I was looking for parking. By the time I get up there, now mind you, it probably was like 15 minutes later. I get up there, he already in the club. If I just called you and you know I was here and you were standing outside when I called you, why would you go in the club without me? Like, I'm standing outside the club. He texts me back, not as quickly as I would have liked him to. And that's another thing, like, if you know you invited somebody, I'm here, I was looking for parking, then I'm about to come in there, like, be paying attention to your phone, bro. It's not that, like, I'm trying to, like, this is why. So he finally texts me like, okay, I'm finna come outside. He comes outside. I see him come out the door. He looking around like an idiot, right? So I see him pull out his phone and he's like on the phone. So I'm like, okay, maybe he calling me. My phone ain't ringing. So then I see him hang up the phone and it's like he texted. So I'm like, okay, maybe he texting me. I don't get no text message. I don't know. We finally go inside the club and it's a nice club. It's definitely one of them like section type of clubs because it's sections all throughout the floor. So it's just lame and it's awkward and it's like we not even really talking. Like, and then he asked me, right? He was like, do you want to drink? So I say, yeah. I assume, because this is typically how it is, if you ask a lady if she want to drink and she says yeah, I'm assuming that he was going to go to the bar and give me a drink. That's not what happened. So we wait like 30 minutes for the bottle to come out. That is so lame to me. Like, then he checking in with me here and there like, oh yeah, it's kind of dead right now, like these other girls in the section lame, like I don't even know all these other people in the section, etc, etc, etc. I don't care about the other people in the section. You're supposed to be making sure I have a good time. You're supposed to be making sure I'm comfortable. So then the bottles finally come out. They had 2 bottles of Don Julio Repo. You know, everybody get a shot. The bottle girl pour everybody a shot. The first bottle gone like that. I wanted to try and pour me up. That never happens. So I'm like, yeah, I'm finna
go. Man, topic for the night, man. Black people aren't serious about dating. Man, let me check these comments, man. Shout out to Victoria Williams in the building. She said, hey everyone, what's going on, Victoria? Appreciate you hopping on with us tonight. She also said, let's see, he should have waited, but is the club a date? Well, that's a good question. See, Donovan said, let's see, it's your car, fool. Pay your note, pay your insurance, buy your gas, buy your tires. Y'all not a couple yet. Shaking my head. Okay. Donovan also said, club scene, first dates. It's not an intimate setting. Yeah, no, I understand. I hear what y'all saying. Listen, once again, if you're watching us right now, hit that like button for us. Hit that like button. These likes low. Hit that like button for us if you're watching right now. All right. So let me come on back to the panel, man. So y'all heard the young lady. I don't even be knowing what to say no more. Coco, JR, beatboxer. Y'all goes, what y'all say to this young lady? I don't know. Coco, you got the look on your face. What is it?
I agree with that. I do agree that he should have at least waited for her when she pulled up, right? Like, just on some safety type of thing. Like, you told her to find street parking, which obviously she could have made that decision on her own. But if you are recommending that she find street parking, then it would have been nice if you would have walked with her from wherever her car was parked. Because what if she had to park a little farther away from the club? You know, like, it would have been nice for you to not to tell her park on the street and then leave her hanging to get from wherever she ended up parking to the club. Like, I mean, that part I agree with. Like, now, if she wanted to take valet, that would have been her choice. Then she should pay for that. Like, that's your choice. That's a choice you made, right? He chose to park on the street. You choosing, you don't want to walk or whatever the reason. You valet, that's your expense, right? That's not his expense. But I think it would have been nice for him to just, I wouldn't go to the club for a date, but if you guys are meeting up at the club, then the least you can do is make sure she get inside safely. Like, right? Like, you want her to get there safe or no? Like, I mean, what? Like, but you know what? It couldn't be me. I'm just put it that way. It couldn't be me. I'm not arriving to no club. You somewhere else. You telling me to park on the street. You ain't walk. I could have just.
Oh, come on.
You inside already? Enjoy yourself. Skirt. It couldn't be.
Wow, really? Is that what we doing?
It couldn't be me. My standards are way too high for that. It couldn't be me. And I don't mind paying for my own valet. I ain't asked you to do that. But at least you can do, since you invited me, was make sure I get inside safe. Like, you don't even care if I'm safe. If you don't care if I'm safe or not, skirt.
Man, okay.
I don't know what y'all accept out here. See, this is the interesting thing. Y'all, he gotta have 6 figures, he gotta be 6 feet. The stuff that y'all ask for, to me, are the wrong things to prioritize. How about he should care about my safety? He should care enough not to go into the club and leave me standing outside. See, that's the kind of stuff I have a high standard for. Not whether or not he has 6 figures, because if I got my own money, he got his own money, we good. Like, I don't need him to have a certain investment. If my whole point is I can take care of myself. Don't get me wrong. I want to be married. I want to be with somebody. But push come to shove, I am good. I'm okay. Right. You know what I'm saying? So whatever investment he's bringing, we just going to put it together and boom, we good. Right. So I'm not necessarily, my standard ain't about what he's bringing to the table as far as finances, but how is he treating me? That's where I have high standards at. Like, if you don't care anything about my safety, like, what are we talking about? That's okay. I'll move around.
Okay. We're gonna leave.
Now, all the other stuff she was talking about, I don't know about that. But...
Okay, we're gonna leave that right there. Oh, you say you wouldn't have got that far, huh? Okay, all right.
Come on.
All right, let me check in with Beatboxing JR. Let me come to the fellas, man, because I need to hear from the fellas, man. When do y'all come off mute? It looks like it's gonna be Beatboxing, man. Come on off mute, Beatboxing. So how is this young lady sounding, man? Tell me what it is.
Yikes. I mean, the chewing of the gum, the smacking and all that is crazy. But I mean, we're in a new day and time of dating. I'm like, I don't know how I feel as far as walking her in with me, because women go to the club all the time by themselves. I don't know why, like why that makes a difference, especially if you're a good looking woman. You go in the club straight up, you know. So if you're waiting outside like the rest of the other people, that's saying something. But two, she said that it was the buying bottles was lame. Like, bottles is a lot of money.
Well, she said, hold on, let me help her out. She said he asked her, did she want a drink? So she assumed that he was about to go to the bar and get her a drink, but instead of him going to the bar and getting her a drink, he just got a bottle for the table. So she thought that was lame. Yeah,
I don't know. Like, a date at the club is weird to me. So I don't know why she accepted a date at a club. I would never. I don't know. That's weird. And nowadays, ladies, like, men aren't paying for all your stuff. There's not. Because sex is free. I say it all the time. It's free. So, I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying where we are in today's day now. Like, it's different. So if you're one with standards, as Miss Coco will say, you might run into some guys saying, "No, it's not worth that. I'd rather hit up Keisha on the block." But everybody's cool with that because we're all under the same understanding. But if you're a girl like this who's smacking her lips, talking about he ain't paid for this, he ain't do I don't even know why I got dated her. I don't know what's wrong with him. That's all I gotta say. That's weird.
Okay. Victoria, she said, let's see, you didn't wait when you invited me though, Beatboxer.
That's the part. Like, that's the part though. Like, how you invite me and then wait for me? Like, and when girls go to the club, usually they go with at least one other person. So we together, we walking together, we going in together. We not by ourselves. It's not a constant thing, right? Where we're by ourselves, right? It's probably a rare occasion where we're by ourselves. So, and that's why we do that. We all go to the bathroom at the same time. It's safety in numbers. So the fact that you just like you on your own, like, here's the thing, fellas, like, common decency don't cost you nothing. It doesn't cost you anything. Like, when I said that the men need to come back, like, y'all gonna put me on my soapbox. When I said that the man needed to come back with that leadership, this is what I meant, right? Y'all, that's crazy to me. Like, you walking me in doesn't necessarily mean that you got to spend money on me. You walking me from my car. You know what I'm saying? That don't cost you anything but a few minutes of your time. If you invited me to be there, then you must wanted to spend some kind of time with me. So why couldn't you walk me in to make sure I got in safely? Like, that's just common courtesy. So if you don't have common courtesy as a man, stop dating these chicks. Stop dating. If y'all have gotten so to the point where y'all don't like women so much, or y'all just frustrated with women so much, or just irritated with women's behavior so much, then stop dating. Because it doesn't make sense for you to ask a woman out on a date and then don't want to do nothing for her. That's insane. Stop doing it. Like, I don't know what black men, y'all lost the plot too. I was over here talking about what y'all lost the plot too. If you don't want to give her your time and your attention, then just don't. What is wrong with y'all? I keep telling y'all, stop entertaining these scallies. Stop. But then when I call y'all out about it, y'all tell me it's me. I don't understand and I can't speak on men and all this other craziness. But y'all still entertaining these scallies, but don't want to give them the time of day. Make that make sense.
Okay. All right. Well,
she just shouldn't have been. She's not a woman to date. She's for something else. So yeah, my man messed up. She's for fun and fun only. So he shouldn't invite. He should have said, "Hey, come to the crib at 3 a.m." That's about it.
Okay, there it is. Let me. I don't know, JR quiet. He might not have nothing to say just yet. Let me check these comments. Then you want to say something, JR? You good, man?
Nah, you can go to the comments first. It's fine.
All right. Well, actually, I've been putting them up. Let me get this one though. This where I'm at with it right here. Shout out to my guy Vince in the building. He said she's the homie. And I'm with Vince on this. That's all I heard. There ain't nothing about this interaction said date.
Did he tell her that?
Oh no, I'm just saying. What I'm saying is nothing about this interaction that I heard said date. Yep, and she's already said to herself that she was making some assumptions. Yeah, this dude basically hit you up because he at the club. He got some other females in there. He talking about he got some other females sitting at the section and all of that, and he don't know what who everybody is and all this nonsense. It's just like ain't nothing about that said date. He just looping you in with all the other little chicks that's there, like literally. Yeah, so this is why my man ain't trying to worry about where you parking at. He already done parked. He in the club already. He got his section. He ain't think about you like that. Yep, and to me, this sounds like a miscommunication. It sounds like the young lady, she was thinking one thing and my man was thinking something else. Yeah, then he done went and got the little bottle for the table. So it ain't just a bottle for you and him, which would be a date. It's a bottle for the table for all the other little scallies that's at the table with him, along with y'all. And now y'all over here getting poured out of the what she say, the repo? Getting poured out the Reposado bottle, taking the first shot. She talking about the bottle gone already. And I'm just like, what about this told you this was a date, sis?
But why he say he ain't like none of the other chicks? But he brought a bottle for the table, for the section?
But he probably ain't the only dude there. And plus, sometimes a lot of these dudes, they be like these little promoters. You know what I'm saying? So they be in there basically putting on a show, entertaining basically. But at the end of the day, at the basis of it, nothing about this interaction said that this was a date. Yeah, nothing was personalized. Nothing was special between the two of them. It's like Vince said, it's like she was one of the homies. Yep, and this, like I said, this be part of our problem. That's why tonight, you know what I'm saying, we talking, black people aren't serious about dating. This is one of them examples right here. Yeah, because at the end of the day, ain't neither one of these folks, let me be honest, ain't neither one of these folks being intentional. Neither one of them. My man off doing what he doing. She in here making all type of assumptions and she ain't got no confirmation, no nothing. Then she over here getting frustrated because he ain't doing what she want him to do and all this nonsense. And it's just like, ain't neither one of y'all right. Yeah, low key, you shouldn't have never even been there. Yeah, this wasn't for you. Yeah, this wasn't for you. You already know if some dude come calling you as a female, because I'm like, ladies, let's keep it a buck. If some dude come calling you as a female, talking about he up here at the club with some people, why don't you come through? What about that say it's a date? Like for real. So I mean, we gotta be honest about some of this stuff, man. Like I said, we still out here playing. Then we want to get upset when we don't use our discernment, when we don't sit down and logically think about what we doing. Then we want to get upset like it's on the other person. It's like, this dude ain't told, this ain't no date. I can hear all up and through this. This ain't no date. He treating you like one of his boys, like for real. So man, we gotta quit playing out here, man. Let's say this video just all games for me. Yeah, this all games and playing. So yeah, I don't understand. Let me get this comment. I'm coming back. See, Victoria said, let's see, she probably asked, what are you doing tonight? And he said, I'm hitting this club, right? Pull up. Right. She did. She thought it was day. No, facts. And I can see that. Yep, I can see that. But see, once again, even what you describing, Victoria, this the homies right here. Yeah, what you into tonight? I'm gonna be up here up at the bar with a couple of my fellas watching the game. You know what I'm saying? What you got going on? I ain't doing nothing. Yeah, why don't you run through? We'll be up here all night. So I'm like, what about that says date? And she talking about all these red flags and all this. It's like, what about that says date? So I don't know, man. We got to keep playing. I'm gonna be quiet, man. JR, you want to say something? You good, man?
Yeah, no, I just want to go back to Ms. Coco's point. I can't remember exactly the word that she said. Slipped my mind. But, just in terms of two people being, good to each other, wherever it was, right? So along those lines. And I understand the point that she's trying to make in the sense of like, men being men and men leading, etc., right? Take charge and whatnot. And we agree. We understand that. And I think like one of the points that she made was in terms of, just be a good person to the woman, right? And I think obviously it also go on the opposite, because it's always the opposite, right? Woman being nice to a man and the man taking advantage or whatever it is, right? And I think there's just things that have been going on for so long where both parties don't want to, be taken advantage of. I understand the whole just be a decent human being, but from the men's point of view, hey, you hold the door, you don't even get simple thank you. I'm not opening it for you to say thank you, right? I'm not open for you to say thank you. You're just the same as Mr. Price. When your wife cooks for you, right? If you don't say that thank you, you'd feel bad, right? But you're not saying it because because she cooked for you, but you'd feel bad because you didn't say thank you. She done a nice gesture. Right. What's wrong with you just saying a simple thank you to your wife? I appreciate you for cooking for me. It's not hard. But like I said, I understand the point that Miss Coco was trying to make from the men's point of view. I understand, being nice to the point where, like I said, just a simple thank you can't get. Just a simple appreciation. And that's not to say that men don't do it. It goes both ways. There's always the opposite. And I think like the whole topic of the show, yes, that ties into that, where when I was watching the video, I thought, yeah, okay, cool. If one of the homies is outside, I'm pretty sure one of the guys are gonna come outside and say, yeah, I'll be by the door. Right? So I'm sitting there thinking, but hold on, if one of the homies outside, I'm like, yeah, cool, I'll wait by the door quickly. So at least that way, then we can go to the table or wherever we're standing, right? Rather than trying to find us. So I was sitting there thinking, like, damn, is it really that bad? To the point where he's not trying to come out here and meet her and help her out, whatever it is. So I understand the point you're trying to make, Miss Coco. But like I said, both parties are taking advantage of each other's kindness.
That's real. That's real right there. Now, let me say this, man. Then we'll move on to the next one. I'm going to say this as well. Even though I think in this situation that I wouldn't have classified this as a date, there is something going on out here. Yeah, there is something going on. I'm just going to keep it a buck. There is something going on with fellas out here. Yeah, when it comes to these situations and the care that I'm used to fellas having and the gentleman position that they typically take, even if they didn't know the female, there's something going on. Yeah, because I see situations out here and I'm just like, man, you could have just handled that, bro. Like, what's up? So there is something going on. Yeah, there is I'm gonna call it what it is. There is a disconnect between women and men as we know it today. And I think it is. I think it's bleeding into all of these situations. Yeah, it's like that basic respect that we used to have for each other. It's like it's missing in action. Like it's not the same. Like, you know, I see it. I see the women doing it to the men. I see the men doing it to the women. You know, for, you know, old head like me, I'm looking at it like, you know, what's going on. So yeah, like I said, I know this situation for me, this was not a date. But you know, to some of the points that were made by the panel, there's definitely or some of these things in this situation could have been handled differently by this fella. Yeah, if she is still a female, right? You still got her coming out to a club. I'm assuming it was nighttime. She is out here solo. She ain't with none of her girls, so she ain't got nobody to tag up with. Like, you still got her out here exposed, right? Yeah, but typically men, when they had a woman coming out exposed like that, they wanted to make sure she was good. So a cat would be at the sidewalk when she pull up. He like, hey, pull right over there. My man gonna, you know, you can put your car right there or whatever. Go and get this valet, whatever. But it's like there's definitely something there these days when it comes to those basic pieces. So now I am going to acknowledge that because I do see that. All right, let me go ahead.
I just got a question.
Go ahead.
This is further drive home my point. So y'all asleep with somebody that y'all don't even care if they make it somewhere safely? Y'all, I'm just gonna go there tonight because we all grown. Y'all will slide up in something that y'all don't care about its safety. I just have to sit with that. This is why I be calling y'all to a higher standard, because you should have one for yourself. As a man, you will take a dive into a pool, right? But you don't check to see if like the chlorine is like the levels is good. Like, you don't care about that. You don't care. Y'all just out here just
wow.
So you don't care about I just don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Like, if she's not worth just a basic, let me make sure she's okay. Like, let me make sure she at least get here okay. Like, if she's not worth that, she ain't worth it. Nothing. She's not worth nothing to you. Like, it's just, don't even do it. But this is why I be asking men, like, y'all don't think y'all play a part in this foolishness that's going on? Y'all really don't think y'all play a part in it? Because y'all, you know, it's showing. It's showing, guys. It's showing.
Let's go.
Just saying.
Nah, you hit the point there, right? And I was having this conversation yesterday. And I was saying to one of the mums, right? Football mums. I was saying to her, like, because of where we are today, right? I can't tell you what I should expect. Because I think that's one of the other issues as well. People expecting things from people, right? And if I say this, okay, I want to encounter a lady and get to know her, right? In a current situation that we're in today, if I want things to go the right way, where you say, okay, take charge and be the man and lead, right? I understand where you're saying, okay, as the man, you're in control. You shouldn't fall into the trap of, you know, the woman not want to give you what the woman should want and whatever it is, right? But I'm saying, if I get offered two options, so if I offer the woman two options, cook for me first or have sex with me first, which one is she going to do first?
She's going to hit it. She wants you to hit it first.
I mean, listen, they don't cook these days. They don't cook, they don't clean. They don't do that. So, I mean, she probably going to choose option number 2 because they don't do that. They don't do domestic duties.
So, obviously, if they're going with the option number 2, which is obviously the sex, and then obviously, of course, understand what you said, don't just go up in there and whatnot, right? I understand. And of course, that's a conversation that we've already been there and done that. Now we're obviously a lot more wiser, right? Cool. Let's have the conversation. Why do we keep falling into that trap and adding into the mess? That's maybe the conversation for another day, right? But like I said, if I want things to go the right way, cook for me first. Forget the sex. Just cook for me first, and we're good. The sex can hold. We can hold on to that for later on. Let's at least start the right way, right?
Mhm.
But like I said to this mum, I was like, hey, I can ask you, hey, cook for me. Cook for you. You ain't my man. What? But you'd rather give me your body. That's crazy.
I agree.
So I'm not saying that, oh, it's her to blame. I'm saying when she doesn't take my offer of the positive way, and then I add into the mess of what she's offering, like I said, I understand the conversation needs to be had as to why men are falling into that. Maybe not today. That's maybe a conversation for another day. But like I said, you hit the point there as to why men are falling into this. But like I said, it's not a blame the woman thing. Let's have that conversation. Why do we keep going to the lust instead of, like I said, let's respect each other. Let's just keep it simple. Don't touch each other. Hey, cook for me. I ain't saying go out there and be a top chef. No, just be nice instead of me expecting the sex.
But wait a minute. Okay. So actually, I hear what you're saying, and I don't agree with that. I don't agree that women have lost. To me, this is how I feel women have lost the plot. Like I was talking about men, I feel like women have lost it in that the things that are supposed to be kind of innate for women are no longer that, right? They're not. And if I'm to believe the comment section, it's because the generations that have come after those of us who were taught these things weren't. They're saying they weren't taught. That's not what they do now. That's not what this is anymore. Okay, so then we doing a young and dumb thing. Like I saw some of that in the comment section. That young. So my thing is this, right? Like if we're saying that, and that's what we're going with, that this generation just has not been taught that's not really how you guys have been bred, then like you said, JR, it's going to go both ways on both sides. It's not gender specific, right? So if a man has not necessarily been taught to prioritize being a gentleman, open doors, and doing those types of things, then a woman may not have also been taught to cook and clean and take care of a man, or know how to take care of men, how to do those domestic, handle those responsibilities. Like, so if that's the case, and basically we're looking at two parties that are just at a deficit in some ways, right? If men are at a deficit because they just have not been shown this or mentored in this way, and women also haven't been shown these things and mentored in this way, then we're arriving at a situation where this is just a deficit in people now. It's not necessarily gender specific. It's just I'm going off of what is being said in the comment section. Are we saying that this is just a deficit amongst people? Like it doesn't have anything to do with the state of where we are, men versus women. It's more of just a deficit. This is just not how we do things anymore. I'm trying to understand, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I understand that we do have a lot of single parent households, and we do have some things. There are some deficiencies. I get it, right? But after a while, it does start to feel a little bit like an excuse. No woman should be able to say she don't know how to take care of herself, because before you can even get to taking care of a man, you need to be able to take care of yourself. So you don't know how to cook for yourself. You don't know how to clean. You don't have to do any of these things for yourself, independent woman. You don't know how to do any of these things. Is that what we're saying? And man, you don't know how to be a decent human being. Nobody, you don't. At no point have you had the opportunity to do that. You don't know how to be just kind to another soul. You don't know what that means. You don't know what that look like. Is that what we're saying? Because I just don't believe it. Not this generation, not the young generation that do it so much better than the ones that came before them. Not y'all. Not the Google generation, not the YouTube University generation, not y'all. I mean, what's real tea?
To be honest, I think all of this is kind of disingenuous. A lot of women and men are not worth dating. They're worth getting screwed. Let's just keep it a buck. That's why when women say, why aren't men doing this and that for me no more? It's because you're not worth it. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not going to be nice to horrible people. I'm going to treat you like a human being, but I'm not going to go out my way to be nice to you. And men know that. Men understand that. It seems like women don't understand. Like, some women are in a box. So I think some of this is kind of disingenuous. Like, so younger people are some reason why we're a little bit different. I'm putting we in there. It's because we live in a certain time now where it's easier. People don't have to cook. We can go get Uber to us. We can do certain things. I'm not saying it's good. It just is. But seriously, men are not going to treat you better than you're treating yourself. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it better than you. I'm not. If you are baby mama jumping on everything, like I've been saying over and over again, I'm going to do what Pookie's did. I'm not going to give you a child, but I'm going to do everything else. I'm not going to be super mean to you, but and again, I think we had this conversation last week. Like, people are grown. People are going to have sex, regardless whether we like want them to or not. And some women are just going to be in a certain category. I'm sorry, and certain men too. By the way, men too. But men are okay with that. Men are like, I had a buddy of mine. He said, I asked him one time, like, hey, why you keep messing with these girls? He said, I'm king of the rats. He was very honest about that. I'm king of. This is what I do, and that's what it was to him. And I was like, okay. Because I was just very confused. Like, why are you bringing these girls are gross. He's like, this is my level. This is what I'm doing. Women, it's the same thing for y'all. I quickly cut him off after he said that. Like, I was like, I can't hang out with you no more, bro. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like, I think we're asking too much of people to do more than what other people are not doing for themselves, right? I'm not going to do more than if somebody's not treating themselves right, I don't care. I don't know. Yeah, you said King of the Rats, Silva. It was crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Well, let me get this comment, man. Kenyatta said a lot of people are being taught the standards are no longer there where men have to hold the door or the woman will cook. Yeah. No, I agree with this, Kenyatta. I said, I think folks have just, they've just pulled away the priority on both sides. And I said, now we're seeing the fallout. And I said, I knew that this would eventually happen. No, it's going to try to auto Coco. So yeah, I think, we just seeing what, I said, we played a part in this. We played a part in what we're seeing now. But let me keep going. I said, I got a couple more down here as well. Number 2.
Don't fall for that single BS when you're dealing with a man that's funding you. If he's paying your bills and pouring into your business, he's financially taking care of you in some type of way, like really stepping for you, you are his, okay? It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship with him or if you're not. He will test you. He will see if you're out here dealing with other men. And if you tell on yourself, you're going to ruin it for yourself. That's why he's not going to do what he used to do anymore. That's why when you need him to really come through for you, he doesn't come through for you because he feels like you entertaining these other jokers. So therefore, let me step back. It is the way it is, whether you're in a relationship or you're not. If that man is spending his money on you, doing things where he's financially taking care of you, you are his. You're not single. He's single. Okay. Not you.
Okay.
She said he's single, not you.
Well, like I said, she's saying if he funding, then yeah. I mean, y'all drop a comment, let me know what y'all say. So if the man, because I said we hear this all the time, ladies looking for some dude to pay their bills and do all this stuff, right? So if this guy is doing that, are you his? Let's just keep it a buck. Yep, do he got claim over you now since he's funding your lifestyle and taking care of you? Since this is what the ladies are saying that they're looking for. They're looking for somebody to pay their bills and get their hair and nails done and all this and all that. So if he's doing that, are you his?
Are men paying bills for women that they don't claim? Like, are y'all doing it? Whew,
you know what's some out here. Out here. You better.
Okay, I don't have nothing to say. Listen, I'm gonna get out the man's business. I'm gonna get out y'all business. Y'all just go ahead and do it. Go off. I'm gonna get out y'all business.
Nah, you got to remember, yeah. There's a lot of thirsty guys out here, Miss Coco. Like, there's a lot of thirsty guys, yeah, and they're willing to do certain things which compromises them to the point where you're thinking, I own this lady. You don't. You don't own her just because you're paying the full 100. It's sad. You're paying the 400, but you're sharing her. It's sad, bro. At least.
But y'all don't want to hear me when Auntie be like, stay away from these scallies. When I tell y'all that, y'all ain't trying to hear it. When I tell you don't entertain them, don't be in their DMs, don't like their photos, don't be commenting under their pictures. When I tell you leave them alone because y'all validating this behavior, y'all not trying to hear me. No, y'all attack me because I'm trying to tell y'all right. But instead, y'all paying bills for women and that got other dudes paying. So you paying a car note, he paying a rent. And she got another one that's buying her food.
I'd rather be the one hitting it, Miss Coco. That's the point. The other guys can pay.
Okay.
Oh man, see that'd be the problem right there, man.
Did you bring some food when you came over? Okay, boom. You weren't paying for food. Boom.
No, I ain't paying nothing.
You the dude in her phone.
I ain't paying nothing.
Because every time you pop up, she get a free meal.
I ain't paying nothing.
Uh-huh.
I ain't paying nothing.
You gonna bring some food. You finna bring a hot and ready or something.
It'll be never mind. Nope.
Man, y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping. Is that cold? Is that cold down there, or she just listening? That she might just be listening. Cole, is that you? Oh, she ain't got an audio working. See, that's that. She must got an iPhone too. Cole, we can't hear you, Cole. Yeah, she must got that iPhone too. I'll let her figure that out. Yeah, you know what? I ain't got too much to say on this one. I will say this. You know, because I said once again, we see this all the time. Ladies are always talking about some dude got to be paying some bills. He got to be. She ain't entertaining him if he ain't spending no money. You know, we've seen enough videos with was that Cole?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. Okay. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
You don't want to say that, did you?
What I missed?
No, just hold on. We got more. Just hold on.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, we see enough videos around paying these bills and all this nonsense, and I'm just like, ladies, let's be realistic. Are y'all trying to convince me that this dude can be paying y'all bills and he can't lay no claim, no stake to you at all? Like, is that what we trying to say? Yeah, so this man is literally investing in you, and you trying to act like he can't lay no stake, no claim. You just gonna be out here doing whatever you doing, and he's supposed to keep just funding you with no, like, I mean, where they do that at? Yeah, man, we definitely ain't serious about dating. Too much game playing going on. Too much game playing, man. I'm blowing past that video, man. I'm going to this next one. I think this young lady, she gonna get a little heated. I think this might get a little serious. Let me see what she say.
Ladies, if a man take you on a trip, you owe him some pussy. This ain't gonna be no long post. Ain't no whole bunch of motherfucking rhetoric. Them's the rules, okay? Why, you ask? Because ain't shit for free in this world. Especially not a goddamn trip. You think he just being nice? No. Ain't nobody that goddamn nice. He's taking you on that trip in hopes to get some ass. You go, you owe some ass. That's it. That's the post. Them's the rules. If you don't want to give him no pussy, then don't go on the fucking trip.
Amen.
Y'all definitely was sending over some videos tonight. Okay. Well, drop a comment. Let me know what y'all say. What's y'all position on it? I said, I know this is an age-old question right here. This conversation, this back and forth been going on for a long time. Yeah, what's your position? I said if the dude offers to pay for the trip, take the lady on the trip. Do she got to come up out of something, or is they just going on the trips? I know B-Boxer came out the gate. He definitely was in support. Comments coming in quick too. And Civil says she 100% correct. Huh. Okay, ladies, I need to hear from y'all on this. The fellas are saying that she right. So, ladies, drop a comment. Victoria Williams, you drop a comment. I want to hear from you. Kenyatta, I want to hear from you as well. We got Coco and Cole. Let me see what Kenyatta said. She said, well, then go on the trip with a random woman. Well, then go on the trip with a random person.
Right. Well, I
What
mean,
you mean by that?
Because let's be so for real. What man is just asking you to go on a trip with him? He just saying he gonna fly you out. Just so what? So y'all can kiki? Stay up all night, braid each other's hair? I mean, what do you think? What do you think he asking you to meet him for? And he only got one room with one bed. You think he's sleeping on the floor? Where you gonna sleep at? Let's be so for real. Or better yet, when they fly y'all out and they don't get a room at all, and he wants you to stay in his place. Like, be so for real. Be so for real. You can't be serious. You can't. You didn't understand? You didn't understand the assignment? What you thought? He done paid for a plane ticket, round trip. If he did get a room for y'all, he done paid for a room. He about to pay for your meals while you out there, wherever y'all at. And you think that this is just because he like you? You think it's because he like you. He like you so much that he about to do all of that. And y'all ain't in a relationship. Let's cut it out. Cut it out. You right, B-Boxer. Y'all a different generation because they weren't doing this when I was coming through. They weren't flying out. They weren't doing all of this. You had to tarry. You had to tarry for these kind of benefits. They was not doing it.
Oh, so come on.
Maybe it's just, maybe y'all just too easy. Maybe, fellas, are y'all too easy? Is that what it is?
Oh, now the fellas too easy.
No, we.
I'm asking. Why is it that women expect this from y'all?
Oh, come on.
Are y'all? I mean, I'm just saying. Women are expecting this kind of stuff. Are y'all doing like? Is this a regular occurrence?
No, it's not regular, and I wouldn't recommend men doing it at all. What big bad
because
bulls?
Why are women asking for it though?
Because they see it online, and they think, oh, because I see it online, we all can get it. Oh. It's like hypergamy. It's the same thing. Oh, this woman's hypergamous. That means I could be hypergamous while looking like a walrus. It's just weird. I just don't. I would tell no guy to fly anybody out. Like, there's women around here that you can just pay to do that too in your city, wherever you're from. So you don't have to do it. If you're a pay-to-play guy, because there's a lot of guys who feel that way, just do it in your local area, unless you live in, like, I don't know, the middle of nowhere in Kansas. Maybe you got to fly something out. But it's just a bad idea. But on what the lady did say on the video, like, I do, like, if a man's flying you to his place, stop playing. You know what's going down. You already know what's going on. There was like a story, I think a month ago, a basketball player, I can't remember his name. He played for the Phoenix Suns. I think he's with another team now. He flew some chick out to Mexico where he was vacationing, and she was like, well, I'm not going to have sex with you. And then he just told her, go away. And she got room. I can't remember his name, man. What is his name?
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was all over the internet, and a lot of people were like, men and women were like, she knows what the deal is. Like, you know what you're doing. You know what's happening, right? And on the other side, that kind of just shows just because you have money doesn't unlame you. If you got to fly women out and you're an NBA player, brother, listen.
I thought it was a problem. If you got it.
Oh, it's tricking. I disagree. That's tricking. That's tricking. I think it's tricking. Beatboxer me. I'm a regular dude. I think it's tricking. That's me personally.
It wasn't Kevin Durant. I don't think it was. It wasn't Kevin Durant.
It's like A. It starts with the A. Adrian. Man, I can't remember. Dang, I can't remember his name. Forgive me. Aiden. Yeah, Aiden. Yeah, Aiden. There we go. Yeah, Aiden. Yeah. Like he's a decent player, but yeah, like that's tricking. I recommend listen, if you're a guy who has to pay to play, that's a different conversation. I don't want to take it to that conversation, but that's on you. But ladies, if you're getting flown out, you got to give it up. I'm sorry.
I don't know, Vince. These women be looking. Some of the ones that said it, that have said, unless they're lying, okay, they could be. This is the internet. But some of these women that are saying that men flew them out, they are average looking. They are very average looking. They are average looking. They got the uniform, they got the wigs, they got the lashes, they got the nails done. Some might have the BBLs, so they're average. They're average because what do they look like without all that, right? Like they're average. Like, so I don't know about that. I think that a lot of these women they could be lying. I don't know these people, but some of them that have said a man has flown them out or he's done this or they're very average looking. These are not like super beautiful, like really beautiful women. Like, I don't know who this woman is that the player flew out, but was she above average or not? Because I find that some of y'all, like y'all said, I mean, it really ain't even about that. So
I got a question just on some real stuff. So this question is to all the fellas. Keep it a buck though. Don't give me the internet answer. Give me the real answer. Yeah, would you take a lady on a trip and not expect to bust her down? Like, keep it a buck with me, fellas. There's plenty of y'all in the comments right now. There's plenty of y'all on the panel. Keep it a buck. Yeah, would you take a female on a trip and not expect for her to bust you down? Like, you just want to go spend time with her, kick and have some fun. Like, keep it a buck. Do fellas still do that? Y'all still willing to do that? Drop a comment, fellas. I'm just curious. I'm just curious, man. Donovan with the laugh. How y'all go? That's a real question, man. I'm trying to see something, man. I'm trying to see something. Man, everybody quiet. What done happened?
This is a sad state of affairs.
Fellas, y'all ain't gonna drop no comments. Where Vince at? Vince, you wait a minute. Would you take her, man, and not expect nothing? Drop a comment, Vince. I'm trying to see something real quick. Let me see. Civil said, let's see, guys do it. Couldn't be me though. Damn.
I mean, you just don't want my company. Like, you don't want to just frolic on the beach with me, and you know what I'm saying? You don't want to drink Mai Tais, I mean, you don't want to just.
Now with a pseudo porn star, you know what it is.
Wow. This is crazy.
Hey man, it's over.
Oh man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Let me see what Donovan said. Let's see. Donovan said unfair exchange is highway robbery. Man, y'all, what's going on out here? Let's see. Vince said, hell no. I took Remy on the cruise very early in our relationship, and she had cute. Man, you see what I'm saying? Man.
But keyword, Vince, you did say relationship.
For sure. Right. You said early in our relationship.
You said you took her early in your relationship on a
cruise. True. That's true. That matters. That does matter. Let me see. Big Bad, I'm gonna come up to the panel. Let's see. Big Bad said, let's see. Most women wear all the fake wigs and caked on makeup to change their identity as they hop from man to man. It's the only way they can mentally cope. It's also how they justify not counting the bodies. That's a whole nother conversation right there, man. Appreciate that comment. See, Kenyatta said, because at this point, he likes the same sex. He likes the same sex, not women.
Dang.
Wait a minute.
Dang.
Where did that come from? What does that mean?
Yeah.
What is she talking about?
She said, I think she's okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. You saying if he take her and don't expect something from her, then he don't like women.
Oh, is that what she's saying? Oh, okay. Dang, Kenyatta. We just can't be friends. Like, you can't go. Parasailing and stuff? Like what? Dang. Okay, I see what it is. Let's see. Donovan said pre-honeymoon test driving. Oh, well.
Pre-honeymoon? You're not about to marry her.
This getting crazy
Not
right
crazy.
here.
My man.
This getting crazy right here. Let me let's see. Vince said, let's see. Well, I guess that's not fair. She was my wife on our second date. Yeah, that's a little different, Vince. I'm gonna pull you out of it, Vince. I'm gonna pull you out of it, man. That's a little different. See, Victoria said, let's see, that's how I took it, Coco.
Right.
Okay.
Like if he don't want a piece, I guess he just don't want women.
Wow.
Dang.
I don't know. Civil hopped up on here, man. You want to say something, Civil? I saw you hopped. I know you didn't click that link, man. What's up, man?
What's going on, everybody? I'll keep it quick because I'm in the middle of putting up some new shelves. But it reminded me of a story that happened to a friend of mine, not me. We did a summer camp with the YMCA, and he drove back up because they brought like employees in from overseas. This girl was from Tanzania, super gorgeous. He drove all the way back up the mountain to go holler at her, which is like a 4-hour drive. So he had to get a room. He got a room, had her come over. She was on her monthlies. It couldn't go down. And I remember when he told me this because I could not stop cracking up. He said, "Why do you think I'm here?" To just hang out with you? And she looked at him with a dead stare and was like, well, of course. Well, of course. A lot of time women don't get it. Like your attention is not because we want to be best friends with you. It's because we want to smash. That's it. That's really it.
That's why we be on our monthly.
Dang, wait a minute. I gotta find
that's what she understands.
That's why we be on our monthly.
Dang, let me keep going. This is about to get a little hot.
Like we don't have it planned. Like we don't know how to count our cycle days. Like we don't know. Yep. Yep.
Oh man, let me get these comments. I'm gonna keep going, man. Let's see. Diamond said, let's see. Women want XE. Well, I know what you're saying. As much, if not more, than men. No, that's once again, that's another debatable one, Diamond. They'll fight that one to the end, man. See, Kenyatta said, let's see, that's correct. I was being politically correct. Okay, no, we figured you was being politically correct, Kenyatta. We was just trying to check it out. All right, let me keep going, man. Let me keep going.
Women cannot raise the standards once they become washed up.
There we go.
A lot of women wait until they lose their leveraging power to want to start putting restrictions and you're 10 kids in, you're 70 dicks in, you're 90 pounds overweight, you got a nasty attitude, your kids is disrespectful. Cool. Now I want you to wait till marriage. You should have used it when that pussy was top tier.
There we go.
Cool. Do y'all really be asking chicks at this big old age, 40 plus, how many people y'all slept with these days?
Let me say this, your body count don't matter if we want to fuck you. Your body count matter when we want to bring you home.
But you still asking that question?
No, first of all, nobody's asking about your body. Your actions show your body count. You don't got to tell me you a whore. I can smell it on you.
Just go.
It's in your eyes.
Just go.
Yeah, ask your body count. I know when a duck quack is a duck.
So y'all be saying that we be washed up, right?
Yes.
Right? We the only ones?
No, it's some washed up ass men.
No. Let me cook. Because a lot of times y'all be saying we be washed up, but y'all wait till y'all get erectile dysfunction to want to be a husband. Now you want to be a husband? You can't get it up, you can't get it hard, and now you want to be a husband? Y'all asses be washed up too.
Okay, y'all saw that video. I think that video came from Vince right there. Drop a comment, let me know what y'all say to it. Man, panel. I don't know. What y'all say? Go ahead, Coco.
I've said it once. I'll say it again. He don't have ED, boo. It's you. He don't have ED. It's you. Please believe that. These older men are going and getting women younger than you are. He ain't got ED, boo. It's you. It's you. And let's be so for real for a second. I don't know why y'all are acting like y'all care about him having ED, because when y'all get 40, y'all don't want sex no more anyway. Y'all barely want a man to touch y'all. Y'all don't be wanting it like that. Ask Melissa Ford, but maybe it's because she ran up and through there. But ask her. She said it herself. She got on her own podcast, on her own platform, and said at her big old age of 40 plus, she don't even really be caring like that. She could take it or leave it. So, y'all get on this internet and y'all play like y'all so worried about a man having ED. But let's just be so honest. Like, y'all don't really be hot like that. Y'all don't be. I'm not saying this does not negate the fact that women want sex too. I'm not saying that. But all I am saying is that y'all get on here and you act like it's such a big deal, men and ED, when the real gag is y'all all in Perry. Y'all don't want sex like that. Y'all don't want it like that. Not like that. You want it when you want it, when you want to be bothered. And then when you don't want to be bothered, you don't want to be bothered. So let's just be so for real. So you complain about his ED. Meanwhile, he complains to his friends that you don't give it up. It's not ED, it's you. I keep telling y'all
that. Okay. All right, we're gonna take it just like that. We ain't gonna take it no further. Beatboxer, Civil Code, JR. Come off mute, say what you want to say. If not, I'm gonna say my little piece, and then we're gonna be with it. Go ahead, Beatbox.
I hate in like this context. One, I don't like when like I got a real problem with men and black men in particular when there's panels like what we just saw and the women look the way they look. Why do you have women like that around y'all? They like, why don't you have decent women talking about relationships? Y'all got streetwalkers talking. I think that's a problem in and of itself. Like, black men, we got to really, as a collective, talk about who we got around us and who we talking to and who's talking about relationships. It's crazy work to me. Those women are only for a good time on that the panel. You can just look at what they're wearing and then what they say, it's ED and all that. Listen, we got black men. We got to do better on that front. Like, stop being around women who are the horrible people. Number two, what he said was the guy initially said was pretty correct. I think we talked about this last week too. Cole got mad at me because I said that black men are a little arrogant. She didn't like it, but what he was saying is just leverage. When you don't have the leverage, there's nothing to talk about, and that's why some black men are moving the way they're moving with certain black women. Like, it's not even about being arrogant. It's like you've already really messed your life up. And I'm not going to deal with you in certain ways. Also, kind of connects to Ms. Cole, when you talked about, Ms. Coco, about black men, especially taking the lead in the community. It's not going to happen like that when we know a decent amount of the women aren't really wanting to be led, and it's not worth it. It's just my opinion on that too. Like, there's going to be a lot of black men who are not going to do it. And she mentioned, not even just the ED part, she talked about men want to get married later. That's the stats show that men in general, regardless of race, get married around 31, 32. And for black folks, crazy stat, almost 1 million more black men are married. So, ladies, especially black women, if more black men are married, and we're the only group that's true. We're the only group. All the other groups, the women outmarry the men. So that is unusual. So no, black men especially want to get married, just not to y'all. So it's a whole nother conversation. Some people don't want to have that conversation, but we probably should.
That's real. That's real right there. That's real. Let me get the comment correct. Coco. Let's see. Vince said, let's see, they have these unrealistic standards. You are not Sierra. Okay, I'm mad at that right there. All right, go ahead, Coco. It's on you.
No, I was just gonna say real quick because I know Civil gotta go. I was just gonna say, to B-Boxer's point about the men, right, having these type of women around them, like I don't disagree with that point, by the way. But I look at it differently. I look at it like maybe that's the level they're at. Like we always want to say or assume or insinuate that men are at a different level than these women, but perhaps they're all together in these groups and they're congregating and they're collaborating because they're all on the same level. Like who says that these women are beneath them? Who says? These men might be right where these women are. That's why they can sit and break bread with them and have conversations with them and kiki and, you know, they're all on the same level. Like, I think sometimes we do too much insinuating that, you know, because overall in general, right? In general, we see that the stats are telling us that men are doing better in areas where women aren't doing as well, right? And so I think we attribute those numbers to everybody, right? All men, right? And it's just not the case, right? Like, or for women, they'll use stats like, oh, we're the most educated. Oh, we're this, that, and all me and all my friends earn six figures. And because they can say that about just their anecdotal experience, then they go, well, that means this applies to all women. And that's not true. A lot of women are average earners. Majority of them are. So it's like we can't keep taking these things and then attributing them to all people, right? Because that's the narrative that we want to push. At the end of the day, there's a lot of trash women, sure, but there's a lot of trash men too. Like it's very true. So some of these conversations where we're like, why are these men entertaining these chicks? It's because that's where they're at.
Right.
They on the same level.
Yeah. No, that's real. We definitely gotta acknowledge that. All right, Silver, go ahead, man.
Yeah, definitely. The point that Coco is bringing up is 100% correct. A lot of dudes, especially athletes, what I've noticed, like you come into money really quickly without actually going through things in your life that actually prepare you to be in that situation. They tend to have this pool of women that's like the same pool that everybody continues to just continue to dip in. And I've had conversations like, why are you doing this? Like, what is the point of this? It becomes ease of access. And there's like literally a concerted effort to steer men, especially young black men, in these directions that are just completely detrimental and harmful, you know, to us as a people, us as a community. And Kevin Samuels actually alluded to this back in the day when he was talking about how our doctors, our lawyers, or, you know, our engineers, you know, our people that are working in the IT field, they're not held up on that pedestal. It's the rapper, it's the athlete, it's the entertainer. And what that does is it really perverts the pool of like what's actually available within the black community. And you'll notice a lot of young black men are stepping out. And it's not because they hate black women, they don't want to be with black women. It's just more of they realize that their dollar goes further in a different community, and you don't necessarily have to deal with all of the things that are kind of being pushed and forced on the black community as is. You know, and I know it's kind of a long roundabout way to discuss what you're talking about, Coco, but it's like the one conversation before the other. Ultimately, dudes are going to go out here, spend money unnecessarily. They'll trick it. They'll not practice fiscal responsibility. And they're going to continue to have these women be just the perpetual view of what women are in this community. And it just gets progressively worse, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, that's real right there. That's real. I'll say this. These videos are always interesting to me. Like I said, I know tonight, you know what I'm saying, we talking that, you know, black people aren't serious about dating, but I always appreciate a video where both sides can get called out. Yeah, my man, he's talking about the fact that, you know, ladies wait too late after, you know, they goods is all used up and this and that. Then the young lady comes back and she talks about, you know what I'm saying, these fellas waiting so long to get married and they over here, you know, dysfunctional and they can't perform and all this and all that. And it's like at the end of the day, we all got stuff we need to fix and work on. Yeah, but that's just the real. Yeah, we've gotten so caught up, man, in all this finger pointing and blaming each other for why things ain't working and this and that. And it's like we all ain't right. We all got problems. We all ain't moving how we should. Yeah, but then we wonder why things is not, you know what I'm saying, lining up and things ain't getting better. Yeah, so at the end of the day, man, I think we just, if we want to get serious about this stuff, man, we all got to look at how we are moving, you know, what negative piece we putting into the situation. You know, if we actually being intentional or not being intentional, you know what I'm saying, or if we out here, you know, entertaining the wrong females or the ladies entertaining the wrong men, like we gotta, I'm a strong believer, man, you gotta look at self first. Yeah, you gotta look at self first. It's not always the other person. Yeah, but I think that all that finger pointing, I think that that's gonna slow down, or it's already slowing down, at least from what I can see. Because I said at the end of the day, I think people are starting to hit that point where it's like, you know what, I got to switch up what I've been doing because I'm not getting no results. Yeah, I'm seeing video after video of a woman, you know what I'm saying, talking about, you know, she can't understand why she's single. She's been trying to get herself together, but the fella still ain't coming. She got to make some changes. And I've been seeing some of them videos from the fellas as well. Yeah, fellas talking about, you know, I've been messing with the wrong type of women and this done messed my money up, did this, did that. I got to change up what I'm doing. I got to straighten myself out. I got to get back in the gym. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's, yeah, we can't keep pointing the finger. Let's say you got to look at self. Yeah, but let's until we do that. Yeah, man, it's just going to be messed up, man. Cole, JR, I don't know if y'all want to say something. I got one last one and then we gone. Y'all want to say something on this or y'all good? Well, they both quiet. Okay, they must be good. Okay, well, I got this last one, man. Y'all, I said, y'all wasn't playing with these videos y'all sent over for this show, man. It's an interesting mix of videos. But I got one last one, man. One last one, then we gone.
I'll never forget the time that I went on a date with this man. And on the date, like long story short, on the date, it started raining. All right, we were supposed to go out to eat, and then we was going to get some work pants across the bay in Mobile. We was going across the bay. And it started raining. And, you know, when we got to the place, he was like, you know, it's raining. Do you want me to park you at the door? Or, you know, how you want to do it? And I'm just like, no, you know, it's cool. Like, whatever. Y'all, why this man stopped at the gas station and got me an umbrella? Yeah. So we could walk in the store and I didn't have to get wet. And when I tell y'all I never talk to that man again, because personally, I just want a that's gonna make me run. That's gonna be like, ready, set, go, run. You know what I'm saying? Like, take off. Like, I don't know. If you stopping to go get an umbrella, it really icks me out. Like, why the would you go get me an umbrella?
All right, I'm done with these videos, man. I'm done. I don't know. I don't know where some of this be coming from, man. I'm done, man. Okay. Y'all drop a comment, man. Y'all just saw what the young lady said. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say to the young lady on that one. Yeah, I don't know. Panel, y'all let me know what y'all say on this. I'm done. That one just did me in right there. Where Cole at? I need to hear from Cole. Cole still on here? She must be tied up. I need to hear from Cole, but she must be tied up. Go ahead, Coco. I'm done.
I mean, literally, like, if
I'm here.
Oh, there you go. Go ahead, Cole. I'll wait.
What's up?
Oh, did you see that last one?
I saw that video. Was it last week? Something like that.
What you say to that?
That girl crazy. She's stupid. and I don't. Something wrong with her. I don't understand the mindset behind it. I want some man to say, ready, set, go. What does that mean? You don't know what chivalry means? You don't like I didn't understand her at all.
Okay, so Cole, I'm glad you just said that. So let me ask you this, because I'm trying to understand the mindset, right? Because I see those videos too. So I've seen a plethora of videos where women said it seems like chivalry is dead. I've been seeing them videos circulating a lot lately. So I'm like, if ladies are saying that it seems like chivalry is dead, like why would you be tripping because a man is trying to be chivalrous and get you an umbrella so your hair don't get wet. Like what? That don't explain. Make that make sense to me, Cole.
I just said she crazy. Backwards thinking. I can't justify that shenanigan.
Yeah, I don't get it. Okay, I just had to check, Cole. I had to hear from you because I'm like, this ain't adding up to me. I was like, maybe I'm an old fella, I don't understand or something, but this ain't adding up to me.
Nah, she's just crazy.
Okay, now I appreciate it, Coco. I know you was trying to say something too. Go ahead. You on mute?
No, I was gonna say black. This is why we are always talking about black people, black women. Like, y'all, don't come in our comment section why we always talking about black people, why we always talking about black women. Every single video that we've played tonight, right, has been involved black women. Like every single one has involved black women. And it's just this is what I mean, right? Like black people are the least serious people when it comes to dating. Like we just not serious at all. Like can my people be serious for real? So this man offered to, so I guess I have to, you know what, y'all? I got to throw everything away I said because I started this show saying that, man, if you can't at least walk her to the club, just make sure she get in safe. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, you know, she parked, she good. But then y'all turn around and the man does that. And he goes as far as to go purchase you an umbrella so that you don't have to get wet. And you turn around and go, I wanted to run. I wanted to run. It's giving cap because you look like you got a weave. And you know you can't get that wet. You know you can't get that wet. So like, be so serious. Y'all not serious. Be so serious. You're not trying to get that wet because as soon as a drop of liquid hit that leave out, it's going to revert, baby. It's going back. It's going backwards. So I'm not trying to, I can't even take you seriously. The man got you an umbrella so you wouldn't get wet because he probably been traumatized from growing up with women that didn't want to get their hair wet. And so he was like, oh no, let me get her an umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Right, Victoria, right. She already knows. She got that got to be glued on there. You can't wet that got to be glued. You can't wet that. You got to block that. You can't do that. So, I mean, let's just be for real. I can't even take y'all seriously. I don't know how y'all want me to defend this. I can't defend this.
Okay, there it is. B-Boss is civil. JR, you don't want to say anything? If not, go ahead, Civil's on you, man.
This is exactly why men put women in categories. I think a dude needs to be chivalrous all of the time because it allows you to adequately categorize the woman you're dealing with. If I go get the umbrella and I see that she's not feeling that, then I am genuinely going to be meaner to her moving forward because I understand that's what I need to do if I want to get laid. Outside of that, women complain about men treating them like this and why aren't guys nice to me? It's like genuinely, if you're a woman that presents yourself respectfully, a man will be nice to you. Like a lot of the complaints that have been in these videos, women talking about men not being a certain way, it's 100% in response to the feedback we get from you. Like I'm not just gonna be an asshole to some woman just because she's a woman. No, I'm gonna let her show me how she wants to be treated in order for me to get what I want out of the situation. So again, it's just gonna perpetuate unless these women decide I need to hold myself in higher regard. And then men also have to say, we're not just going to go ahead and tag whatever we can just because we can.
Right. Now I understand that. But I mean, I guess this will be my question. What's happening? Like, how is this happening? Right. So, you know, there was typically things that the opposite sex did, you know, for each other. Right. You know, so some certain things that men would do for women, they would call it him being a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that women would do for men, you know, he would call it, you know what I'm saying? She nice to me, or she's a nice woman, or she's nurturing, or whatever, right? So just to provide some context, this guy buying this young lady an umbrella so that she didn't get rained on we would consider that man a gentleman, right? He's being a gentleman. A woman that decides that, you know, this guy stops by the house, he just got off work, and she like, you know what, I know he just got off work. Let me cook you something to eat real quick. We would consider her, you know what I'm saying, being nice, being nurturing, you know what I'm saying? She's looking out for your boy, you know what I'm saying? But I could never see a man coming by a young lady's house after he just got off work and she's saying she wants to cook, she'll cook something for him, and him telling her no. I could never see that happening. So I'm trying to understand why are we seeing what we're seeing? So a man is saying it's raining outside. Let me go get this umbrella to cover you up, because I know how to, I know how y'all be about your hair. You just got your hair laid out, so I know you don't want your joint getting wet. So let me go grab this umbrella real fast. I got you. And you literally telling my man no. Like, I don't want you to cover my head up. I want to just run in the rain. And it's like, how do we get to that point? How do we get to a point where a lady is now telling a man, no, I don't want you to be a gentleman? Like, what is that? Yeah, because ain't no dude telling no female no stuff. No, I don't want you to be nurturing. No, I don't. Like, how we get to this point? Like, I don't even understand it. Go ahead, B-Box.
Mr. Price, you know what it is.
No, I need you to break it down for me. I don't know what it is. I'm too old.
Nice guys don't get women wet.
Oh, man.
Sorry. And listen, I think this video is insane.
On.
But I'm glad we did this video, because a lot of women in our generation, Civil, back me up, please. It's what we run into, man. Like, a lot of women will, on one hand, say, why aren't men doing this and that for us? But then if I do that for you, you call me lame, I'm a loser, I'm weird. All that, bro. Like, so then you create berserkers. You know, men are like, I'm not going to pay for the date. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I don't know, man. It's weird to me. I think some of it's become like atavistic dating, right? Where it's all about what turns me on, period. End of story. And if it's toxic, that's okay too. Men and women, right? But as you said, is your point, Mr. Price, men aren't going to say in general, you can't cook for me. I've never heard a man say that. I've never heard a man say like, oh, you can't do my laundry or whatever. That's like, do my laundry, clean my house. I've never heard that, but you'll hear women all the time. Why you open the door for me? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Ew, you giving me an umbrella? Ew, you lame. But like, you hear that all the time. So women, some things you're getting is because we see the videos, but also things are happening in real life to us. Like, this is happening to us all the time. And when I grew up, I was like, oh, I'm generally not going to be nice to anybody unless they want, like Civil said, once they show me that's what they want, I'll be nice to you all day. It's easy to be nice to my wife. My wife is awesome. She's very nice. She wants to be treated nice. But hey, sometimes the scallywag, they say, I want my lace front to be wet. Okay, bet. Go.
Let me get these comments, man, and we're going to get ready to get up out of here, man. Let's see. Victoria said, let's see, if I come over and don't like how if I come over and don't like how her kitchen look, I would say no to her cooking. Oh, yeah, no doubt. So, okay, hold on, Victoria. Now, I was just giving an example. Now, if I walk up in the kitchen, some get to crawling and all that, I don't want your breakfast, so I don't want your little grilled ham and cheese. I don't want none of that. If I see some stuff that's a little suspect. So I'm not saying that, Victoria. I'm just talking about the thoughts or the mindset. You have to, like B-Boxer just said, which, I second on, like, ain't no dude telling no female, no, I don't want you to cook nothing for me. Like, he ain't about to say that. Yeah, so I'm trying to understand where the mindset comes from when we got females today talking about, I don't want this man to be a gentleman. Like, what you opening the door for? Like, I get my own door. Like, what you talking about? Like, where's that coming from? But then come back next week and make a video talking about where all the real men and all the gentlemen at. And you be like, oh, well, you just had one. But you told my man not to. So I'm just trying to understand the mentality. Let's see. Shout out to Earl Hall in the building. He said those are classless females who don't think they deserve to be treated like a lady. Okay, I can see that. I can see that as well. Appreciate the comment. Let's see. Victoria said I was only stating why a man would say no. No, I got you. Yeah, no, we definitely saying no in that situation. If we walk up in the, I don't care. We walk up in the house and see some funny stuff going on. Nah, we good. Yeah, I think I speak for all fellas in that. We good. We got a problem.
But
all
y'all
right,
still gonna smash.
Hey man, it's over.
Well, there it is. There it is. They didn't disagree on that one, Coco. I don't know.
No, you say don't say nothing about that. They ain't gonna eat the food once again. They're not gonna eat the food, but they'll smash.
Dang. Well, let me leave that right there. I like how you closed that out right there. All right, man. That video did me in, man. We taking some closing and we gone, man. I'm coming across the top, the bottom, and we out of here. Coco, what you want to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've said all the things. Like, yeah, Black people just not serious. We're not serious. We are just, we're so focused on being the entertainment. We're so focused on being the aesthetic. We're so focused on, being the trend, setting the trends. Like, we're at this point, we're setting trends that don't even nobody else wants to be a part of this. Like, no other ethnicity wants to follow these trends that we're setting. Like, it's not a flex. Like, people like Black women, the whole unmarriageable thing, and Black women 6, 6, and 6, and like, it's not a flex. Nobody wants to follow that trend. Like, it's not. So I think that we have to just get serious. Like, we're so unserious as a people. That's why the title is so fitting. Like, what do we take serious at this point as Black people? Like, I don't know. I really don't have much more to say about this, other than that. Like, I would like to see us be able to come together and actually have real conversations about it. But we can't do that because we can't get past the fact that, women don't want to own their stuff, men don't want to own their stuff, so it's like, we unserious. We're not serious. We're not, we having these conversations, right? And people are jumping our comments and say stuff like, we always having the same conversations, sick of talking about this. We still talking about this. We still talking about this. But then you in the comments engaging with the content. Like, don't get me wrong. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. But you in the comments engaging, you came to the video. Be serious. You don't. Bye.
Okay, we're gonna leave it just like that. B-Box, it's on you, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'll just go back to the point I made in the second to last video. I think Black men, we got to really be careful with the women we got around us. We really do. And who we entertain. Women like that, they're for a short time and a good time. You shouldn't care about what women like that think. And I see that more and more in podcasts and the things we see in these videos. These guys got women who are horrible. They're not good people. They're just not. And I don't get where that's. What Silva did say, I understand kind of what Silva's saying is that some things are being pushed where men think that, oh, the woman that looks like something from Love and Hip Hop is the thing to do. But man, Black, we got to do better. We really do. I on that front, because I keep seeing stuff like that, and then Black men complain about modern women doing this and that. Well, damn, yeah, a modern woman who looks like that does that. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. Like, you're surprised, you're confused. So I just feel, especially a lot of these red pill spaces, a lot of these men aren't even serious, because what they really want is women who look a certain way to be conservative. Not gonna happen. It's just not. I'm sorry. Hoes are not can't be housewives. That's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. And like Ms. Cole said, I mean, that might just be their level too. It just might be. Some of these guys are Pookie adjacent, as I call them. They're not Pookies, but they're adjacent to it. That's what they like. So, but for the rest of the black men who are hearing me, y'all got to raise your standards for real. Like, have sex with them if you have to, but don't take them serious, please, for the love of God. Don't do that.
Oh, come on.
You said go ahead and get it. Wait, B-Box. Hold on, man. We got to talk about this. How you gonna tell the fellas that they got to raise their standards around these females that they dealing with, but then you still gonna tell them to go ahead and smash the scally?
I'm saying for the guys that I'm not saying it does sound a duality, but there are guys. I'm saying for the guys who they just can't. I know the deal. There are guys who are just gonna do it, right? I just know it. So for the guys that are just still going to do it and not listen to what I'm saying at all, like, hey, don't do it. Don't take them serious. Don't be, because these guys, what a lot of those guys will do, they'll be in a relationship with these women. They'll take them serious. Don't do that. Don't do it. Just don't. It's a bad idea. Just don't. Hey, Mr. Price, I'm like you. I wouldn't deal with them. They'll be like a stop sign. Hey, stop sign. Hey. But there's a lot of guys who won't do it. So if you got to do it, if you have to, unfortunately, just do it and leave them alone after that. But Mr. Parson says it's kind of over because like there are guys who are not going to listen to me and they're not going to do it. They're going to either deal with them and then get burned figuratively and literally, or they're going to get in a relationship with these ladies, have babies with them. They talk about black women, this, but I don't hear that. I'm tired of hearing that from black men. The black women is black. Hey, SOSBM, black men. Save yourself first.
Period.
All right, we're gonna leave it like that.
Behind. Take it with you. Don't replicate that. Don't replicate that. Please don't. Take it with you.
Okay. Let me come on down here to Cole. Cole, you ready over here?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we taking closing. Why don't you go and give us a little closing? We get on up out of here.
To the topic, I mean, I think it's evident black people are serious about dating. Previous to some of the other closings, it is a lot of game plan. I promise you, I don't understand it. How did we get here? Like, I'm not understanding how we got here. It just gives off very unorganized, unfocused, not disciplined, just out here wilding. So the topic is definitely true. Black people are not serious about dating.
Right. No, I feel that right there. I appreciate that. Man, I feel like going in on somebody, but
we got time. It's fine.
No, I ain't gonna do it. All right. Is that all? You want to leave it right there, Cole?
We'll leave it right there.
All right, cool. I was about to. Let me just be cool.
No,
right.
No. What you doing?
No, that's
go ahead.
No. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. This
yes,
person
it is.
No, this person ain't put in enough time yet, so they can't get that from me just yet. I'm gonna catch them on the next show if they pop back up. All right, Silver, what's on you, man? What you want to say before we get out of here, man?
Another good conversation. I got to listen to most of it before actually jumping on. I just want to say that Coco ultimately is right. And then I've kind of been wishy-washy when it comes to telling dudes to not deal with women who are just beneath them. And 100%, I would not want my son dealing with these women. So the real advice I would give to any guy out there is to actually remove yourself and do not deal with these women. Your life will be better for it. You'll have less chaos in it. You'll do better with the type of women you deserve. And I mean, realistically, with the way sexual liberation is now, you do not have to dumpster dive in order to get off. You can legitimately find a decent girl who at least is not going to get you caught up. Do not deal with scallywags. Focus on your purpose and become something. And in regards to, is the Black community serious about dating? no, I don't even think we're serious about existing in this life in a way that is actually something worth doing and living. So hopefully one day we get there, though. But I know that I personally will try to promote a positive message, even if it, is in line or not in line with the other people on the panel. And I'm going to do the best for my children. My daughter will make sure that the guy goes and grabs an umbrella. She's not going to look for the fun of running through the rain, because it might be fun in that moment, but it is a sign of a chaotic life. A lot of people act like we don't want to pay attention to the signs that are out there. Stay on your purpose, young man.
That's real right there. That's a great point, man. Yeah, these things on the male side and the female side, they are a sign of how things are going to go in the future. Yeah, so that's a great point. I'm glad you said that. I'll just say this, man. We can't be out here acting any old kind of way, and then be upset at the response. Yeah, you just can't. Yeah, you can't just be out here on this nonsense and then be upset at the response. Like it doesn't work. I mean, I don't know why we feel like it works, and I don't know what's going on with folks these days. Want to turn down some nice gestures. Like I don't understand this stuff. And you know how hard it is to find somebody who actually wants to be nice and do something for you, and it's like, now you got a problem with it. What she said, it her out or something. She said, and I'm just like, what you mean? So yeah, we got to get serious, man. We got to get serious, man, or it's just gonna continue. The cycle is going to continue. So yeah, man, I gotta leave it just like that. Shout out to my panel, man. Shout out to Coco, Beatboxer, JR, Cole, Civil. Appreciate y'all holding me down on the panel, man. Shout out to everybody in the comments as well, man. Comments is going crazy. Man, shout out to all the new subscribers, man, coming in from YouTube, man. We've been growing over there, man. So shout out to y'all, man, for checking out the platform, man, supporting what we do, hitting that subscribe. So if you haven't already, man, smash that like button for anybody watching us tonight. Smash that like button. Likes are free. Smash that like button. And also, man, turn on them notifications, man, so y'all know what it is when we drop this content out here, man. But this is Kandid Konvos. We do this show every Wednesday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. We go live on YouTube and Facebook. So like, share, and subscribe. But, man, with that being said, y'all everybody have an awesome night. We're going to catch y'all next Wednesday.